in a different lineup than they send this time out.
Yeah, very much so. This is a Phoenix team that's inching their way closer to being fully healthy. Phoenix wanted more out of that game away to Sac. They played a poor first half.
Tonight's match in the USL Championship is presented by Metro by T-Mobile. It's week 13 in the USL Championship, and it's round 2, this time in the Valley of the Sun, as Phoenix Rising returns home to play host to Sacramento Republic FC. I want to welcome you to the pitch. High atop it, as always, at 38th Street in Washington. Killian McClatchy and my partner, Joe Lowry. Joe, round 2, these two met early in the season. It was a 2-0 victory for Sacramento Republic. A little bit of revenge on the mind of Phoenix in a different lineup than they send this time out.
Yeah, very much so. This is a Phoenix team that's inching their way closer to being fully healthy. Phoenix wanted more out of that game away to Sac. They played a poor first half, but really had a strong second half. And now both of these teams trying to rebound after losses last weekend. Really looking forward to this one.
We'll talk a little bit more about last week, but we're going to focus on tonight. We're going to start with our Circle K players to watch. First off, for the hosts, Isan Sacco. He's leading this club in goals. He had a few chances last week in Tampa Bay, but looking to try and get back on the score sheet tonight.
Yeah, that sort of defined the away game in Florida for Phoenix last weekend. Isan Sacco's been playing mostly as a number 9 this year for Phoenix Rising, but tonight it looks like we will see him out on the right side with the addition of Gunnar Stutenhoff to the starting 11. A different role for Isan Sacco. Let's see how he does.
Over on the other side, this is a Sacramento Republic team. Arturo Rodriguez has been kind of the catalyst right in the middle of this attack, getting them going with 3 assists this year.
Wearing the number 10 shirt, he will play as the number 10 tonight for Neil Collins' team. Leads this Sacramento Republic team in assists so far this season. He and Michel Benitez, who plays as for this inverted left back. That's really the chance creation hub for Sacramento. Former Phoenix Rising man Arturo Rodriguez back against a club he knows well.
Certainly going to be a fun one here tonight. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to have
Her team might be losing, but she's feeling like a winner. In fact, she's feeling so good, people are asking,
what's her deal?
What's her deal? She went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each. And 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones. Get that more for your money feeling. Only at Metro.
When you trust your heart to Abrazo Health, you're choosing a team who have dedicated their lives helping to save yours.
You're choosing physicians, medical assistants, and providers who commit their lives to understanding every connection and hearing the whole person.
We are here for every heartbeat, from preventative diagnostic testing
to performing complex, life-saving heart surgeries.
We believe heart care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans, now with no payments for 90 days.
Tonight's Phoenix Rising match is presented by Carvana, America First Credit Union, ASMC, and Metro by T-Mobile. A beautiful night for some soccer in the Valley. Are getting ready to go. Sacramento Republic FC and Phoenix Rising FC. A couple clubs looking to bounce back after defeats just a week ago in the championship. And we're going to give you the starting 11s for these two sides. We're going to start off with the visitors and the starting 11 for the head coach, Neil Collins. I'll actually give you Rising first. The starting 11 for Phoenix Rising. Here's where they change. Not a ton going on, but this is really kind of what we expected a few weeks ago the first team would look like.
Yeah, I think you're inching closer, Phoenix Rising, to having a group that looks a little bit more like the finished product. Of note, we mentioned it in the open, Isan Sako, this club's leading scorer, playing on the right, making way for Gunnar Studenhoff to come in and play as that number 9 up top.
Watch for Gilberto Rivera and Diego Gomez in the middle. I know you're going to be keeping your eyes on the two of them and how they work together in their first starts. Over on the other side for head coach Neil Collins and the Indomitable Club, here's the 11 that Collins sends. A lot of talent, especially up top in Forster Iago.
Yeah, Forster Iago, just an absolute unit up top for this Neil Collins team. He brings a different dimension than most strikers in this league. Then you think about Malongo and his 1v1 ability, holding the width on that left side for Michel Benitez to come forward and pinch in either into the half space or into central midfield. That left side in particular for Sacramento, one to watch. Of course, then Jack Gurr on the other side making weight. So much quality in this Sacramento team.
Jack Gurr, he's a guy, he knows a lot about this Phoenix Rising club, a lot of matches over the course of his career here against the Valley's team. We are just about ready to get underway as Rising will be donning the all black top to bottom, the red piping and the white numbers. There is Isan Sako, the leading goal scorer. Sacramento Republic donning the off-white with some red lining in the red numbers and letters on the back of their kits. Should be an interesting match. As we said, these are two sides coming off of defeats last time out. Sacramento Republic, a 2-1 defeat to San Antonio. Gave up 2 goals in a stretch of about 7 minutes before Forster Iago was able to get one back in the second half, but it ultimately wasn't enough, and it was just a thorough beating from Tampa Bay 3-0 on the road, as there is Pamoduka back in the dugout, as he was not with the club last week, was in Wales, finishing up a coaching license. So the club's certainly happy to have him back on the sidelines for them. And over on the other side, you have Neil Collins in his second season at the helm. Fourth coach in championship history to reach 100 wins as the head man. There is Neil Collins trying to get his side writ going the right direction. 6th in the West. Both of these two teams tied with 13 points. And we are off and underway. Head referee J.C. Griggs blows it into touch, and we are away for another match in the USL Championship.
And right away, Killian, Sacramento taking that kickoff long into Forster Iago, trying to take advantage of the size of their number 9 from the jump here tonight.
Deflected away. That'll be out for an early goal kick. It's Patrick Rakowski. Man back in goal once again. Officially taking over that number 1 job between the sticks for Pamuduka's side. Sharp for the most part this season. Just 6 goals let in, 14 saves this season. This is a rising team that's been much better defensively than they were last season. As Roberto Rivera play a ball and over the top. He down to himself, Isan Sako, and he's going to have to hesitate and pull back out to Colin Smith. This is going to be an interesting thing. I know we mentioned in the lineups here, really excited to see Roberto Rivera and Diego Gomez playing with one another at the same time. There's certainly going to be some growing pains, the communication, everything. But what are you expecting to see from those two in the midfield?
They just each bring so much quality on the ball. Rivera, more of a tempo setter, a little bit of a deeper player than someone like Diego Gomez. But Gomez, so tidy in tight spots, so much experience at a higher level. Diego Gomez from his time in Liga MX already a really young midfield when you think about those two along with Jean-Eric Morceau. But so much quality to be able to use the ball to break down a team like Sacramento. A team that really does themselves want to control possession. That's going to be a fascinating battle tonight to see who exactly dictates this game and how they go about it.
All rising, bouncing around. We'll take a brief moment and give you Lowry's Lowdown presented by Peoria Nissan. As ball played a bit too far, and it'll give you a moment to talk. Joe, what do you got for us?
For Phoenix, there's been a lot of focus on man-oriented defending so far this year under Pamuduka. It's a style that the players really like. What that does require, though, is intense focus. You cannot lose your matchup. If you do, it's clear whose responsibility it was. Phoenix, against a team with as much quality as Sacramento have to be careful when they're defending man-to-man. And for Sacramento, this is a team that loves to dominate the ball even on the road, well above 50% possession on the year. They've got to stay focused after they lose possession. And the area that I'm watching most closely tonight from Sacramento is Michel Benitez, the left back. He is the USL Championships leader in combined expected goals and assists this season among fullbacks. He is that guy for Sacramento when they build. He likes to pinch into midfield, likes to drift forward into the half space as well. That can, though, at times leave Sacramento exposed defensively. Keep an eye on number 22 on the left side of Sacramento's back line tonight.
A little bit of pressure from Sacramento as Avievu has it played up high. Able to keep going and just get it off his feet. Biasi will play back. JP Skierce, one of the big changes. No Adrian Pelayo tonight to match the center back pairing with the captain, Popmar Boy. Has both the ball at his feet. So Skierce dropping back in. As we do have tonight's availability report presented by Spooner. The usual suspects as Phoenix Rising. Rafa Shius, Adrian Pelayo was one of the new ones added on there. Went down last week in Tampa Bay, unavailable tonight. We got a few more. Freddie Kleeman, one of the big ones for Sacramento Republic, not able to go this evening. JP Skierce is going to be up for a tall task with Forster Iago. You have to imagine with that man marking the Pamuduka likes and this Phoenix Rising club plays, you have to imagine that it'll be Popmar Boy kind of shadowing Iago for most of the night.
Well, and that's exactly the calculation that Neil Collins will have made coming into this game of how do they isolate Iago somewhere other than Popmar Boy, one of the best individual defensive center backs in all of the USL Championship. That matchup is going to be fascinating tonight to see how Iago finds space and how Sacramento managed to access him.
Rising, weaving the ball in and out on the wings. Good little 1-2 passing Diego Gomez, a little twirl and back to Jean-Eric Morceau. Rivera switches side over the left. Skierce. Biasi with a long touch, but able to keep it back to JP Skierce. Boy tries to chip one over the top, looking for Gunnar, unable to get to him. Played through. Boy tried to step in front, unable to get all the way there, as Wolf was turned away. Iago. Set over on the left wing, Malongo. Malongo back over for Rodriguez. Good little pass down low. Crossed in towards the box. A nifty attempt from Jack Gurr, but a bit too tall and not able to put the opportunity on goal.
Well, and that's how quickly Sacramento can strike. Turn Phoenix over in their own half, and they're venturing forward so quickly. It ended up being Colin Smith who was isolated in that right back spot against the left side of Sacramento. Malongo pushing forward, and then other numbers as well surrounding the left winger for Sacramento. Isan Sako playing not as a 9 tonight, but playing as a right winger. He doesn't track back to give his fullback any help there. That's got to be an adjustment that Isan Sako and this Phoenix Rising team makes. They need their wingers to come back and aid defensively when the ball turns over.
Anthony Kay nearly intercepted that ball, but slipped. Ball over the top. Gunnar in behind. Has to wait for it as Gunnar forcing off with Essel. Sako comes and picks it up. Sako hesitates, looking for some room. Gets it off his feet. Avayevu, low shot. Easy save for Danny Vitiello. Yet another one for Vitiello. Became the 5th player in USL Championship history with 400 regular season saves. You can add another to the tally.
Yeah, Vitiello, one of the best goalkeepers in the USL Championship, didn't have much to do there. But you see the hold-up play of Gunnar Studenhoft and Killian. That's what he brings to this team. It's a little bit different from what Juan Carvajal was initially intended to bring as that number 9 coming in from Colombia. Then he goes down injured, and we see Isan Sako eat up a lot of minutes there and produce real action along the way. But Studenhoft is unique. We talked about Iago's size. Studenhoft not quite as tall, but able to move defenders, and then has that electric speed in behind as well. If he can marry that athleticism with hold-up play, man, you're cooking.
Ball through for Sako as he tried to feed one to the center to Gunnar, but unable to get it all the way through, and it will be the first Carvana corner kick of the night, and it belongs to the hosts. Sako goes to get this one. Mind you can score big when you sell your car. Go to Carvana.com and get a real offer in just seconds. Seen a lot more Isan Sako taking the set pieces, both corners as well as the free kicks. Sako readies. Got Boy and Gunnar, the 2 big bodies in the box, as well as JP Skeers. Looking to try and get it all the way to Skeers. Headed out. Rivera chested down, going back at it again. Gomez off the short volley, and now potentially a chance on the counterattack. Malongo with Morsu in front of him, waiting for some assistance. He's got Rodriguez weaving to his left, cut through. The ball a bit too far behind Kay, a little frustration between Malongo and Kay. Nice job doubling back defensively from Phoenix to thwart that chance. Morsu 1-2 with Gomez. Slipped down a couple times now. I've seen some players slipping right around midfield. Avayevu, great ball in for Smith. Crossed across the face of goal. Gunnar, 1-0 Phoenix. But wait, the flag is up on the far side.
Just offside there from Phoenix Rising, the far side official. Gets that absolutely right. What a moment, though, that is from Phoenix. You see Gunnar Studenhoft starts his run too early. It looks like he was behind Lee Desmond, the deepest defender there from Sacramento. But, man, that is a real glimpse of what Phoenix Rising can be. Gunnar Studenhoft continuing to get in on the action. Killing that ball from Hope Avayevu. Not something we've seen a whole lot from him this year. Avayevu so effective for Phoenix Rising last season, but he's not been nearly as productive so far in 2026. Started the year midfield a little bit. Now we see him play wider. Just a 1 goal contribution, only 1 assist on this season. 15 goal contributions all of last year for Avayevu. Nice to see him pulling out some of those on-ball actions that we know he can.
Colin Smith forces that one away for at least a moment. Sacramento Republic will take a moment, reset themselves, throw in quickly. Little Rodriguez. Okay, back to Rodriguez. Sacramento Republic trying to operate some tight spaces. Some bodies hit the ground. Sacco goes down and ultimately earns the foul on the free kick.
Good physicality there from Phoenix Rising, pushing Arturo Rodriguez off the ball. This is a team that has a lot of physical presence. When you think about JP Skierson, Pop Marboy in the middle of the back line, Luke Biasi, Jean-Eric Morsu, Isan Sacco, Gunnar Studenhoff. This is a big Phoenix Rising lineup, especially along the outside. Sacramento, they'll have some serious size as well. There's going to be physical battles tonight.
Be sure to mark your calendars for Wednesday, June 10th on the CBS Sports Network for a USL Eastern Conference Championship clash under the lights as Tampa Bay Rowdies defend their home turf against the battle-tested Charleston Battery at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network on June 10th.
You can follow that up with Phoenix Rising hosting Lou City as well.
A couple fun ones. That Battery Tampa Bay game certainly should be a good one. That ball behind Gunnar. He almost leapt over the ball nearly as Gomez trying to pester Kay from behind. Kay feeds one. Malongo over on the left wing. Malongo tries to cut in, stepped in front, nicely done by Colin Smith. Chance if Smith looks up, and he just didn't see it. Avayevu wanted the ball in the midfield. Finally going to get it to Hope Avayevu. Avayevu stops, able to turn. Keep the ball for a moment, waiting for some reinforcements.
Oh, and these are the areas, Killian, that Hope Avayevu is most dangerous. Think about how much this season we've seen him drift all the way out to the touchline, right about where Luke Biasi is receiving the ball here. When Avayevu is tucked inside and able to drift almost across sort of the width of the 18-yard box, into the left half space, into the center, into the right half space, that's when he can be so dangerous. To my eye, he's been the brightest player on the field so far tonight.
There's a poor pass from Pop Marboy, miscommunication. I think he was expecting Biasi to come back to him. Now Biasi right on the back of Jack Gurr. And Gunnar a bit too aggressive with the challenge. And Gunnar going to be told no more. Through the back of Aaron Essel. We're still chatting with the head referee, J.C. Griggs. It's been an exciting first 12 minutes for Gunnar Studenhoff, but I mean, I feel like that's a majority of the Gunnar Studenhoff matches.
He does tend to be involved, right? Whether it's with these high-flying actions in possession or with a lot of his defensive work. It's about finding that line for Gunnar Studenhoff. Another foul here.
And now there's actually a player down. That's over on the near side, right in front of the Phoenix bench. So Iago is back up on his feet. Not sure where that came from. It doesn't look like there was anybody around him when he did, but either way, he took some contact from somebody.
And you're seeing Iago motion lead Desmond forward. Think about Iago, you think about Desmond, Mark Anthony Kay. Guys who can do some dangerous work in the box on dead balls.
Off it all the way over the left side by Crisostomo. Crossed in for the back post. Rivera able to get his head up to it and knock it away. Avayevu comes flying in. Nicely done keeping possession, however, was Tyler Wolf. Rodriguez. Crisostomo. Head back Michel Benitez. Malongo trying to get around Smith, and he does. Malongo will tug at the back of the kit. Malongo runs it all the way down to the goal line, and it's out for a goal kick as Rakowski wants to try and go quickly. And they're going to tell him he's got to wait at least a moment longer.
Well, and that battle between Malongo and Smith on the far side is proving to be one of the defining matchups of this game tonight. Colin Smith had a good challenge a few minutes ago. Malongo runs right back at him. One of the best wingers in all of the USL Championship, Malongo. So dangerous when he is isolated 1v1, very athletic, very clever on the ball as well. After arriving from Monterey Bay, he's somebody who's bringing a lot to the Sacramento Republic attack.
JP Skierson comes across to get that one. Boy has to chase it all the way down and slips down in front of the signage. Gets up a little slowly. Quick throw in taken. As Morsu tried to come back and help out. Rising looking a little out of sorts. As Rivera slides in, nice challenge to knock it away. Malongo, mentioned coming from Monterey Bay, 5 goals a year ago, led that club in that category. He's already got 3 this season in the USL Cup, which is tied for the lead in that competition. Still looking to find his one in the championship. This is where Sacramento Republic would prefer to play. Ball at their feet. All sent down in the middle, Iago. Ball played through, long run. Longo wanted the ball back in the middle, didn't get it, but it will be a corner, first one of the night for Sac Republic.
And again, so dangerous so quickly for Sacramento. You see them turning possession into a box entry, into a real cutback there. Michel Benitez tucking inside from left back helps overload central spaces. Iago so clever in his ability to drop off the back line and get on the ball and help facilitate play. Really dangerous stuff from Sacramento.
So first Carvana corner kick of the night will be Arturo Rodriguez to take it. 3 assists this year. It's 16 over the last 3 seasons with Charleston. Low one towards the middle for Kay, and getting a foot right in there was J.P. Skeers. Kay with the ball at his feet. Out the edge of the 18, gonna cross, looking for Iago. Missed time, wouldn't have mattered as the flag was up for offside. You can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Here's played back for Rakowski as Iago closing down the space on him. That's certainly, you got 2 people, I can tell you one thing. If I saw Forster Iago or Gunnar Studenhoff sprinting full speed at me, I don't think I would be able to remain calm enough to do anything.
Cool, calm, and collected. Killian, that's what we call you. You'd stand in there, you'd hang tough, and you'd take a charge. I know you.
There's absolutely no chance I would do that. Patrick Rakowski and Danny Vitiello, much better than I.
Just a couple things. Just a couple things.
Holding possession through first quarter of an hour, a little over. Still 0-0. Killian McClatchy, Joe Lowry.
Yeah, one thing we're seeing from Sacramento is instead of Arturo Rodriguez playing as a true number 10 as an attacking midfielder through the middle for Sacramento, he's shifted over to this right side all evening with Tyler Wolf centrally.
There's a chance. Gunnar, sliding challenge from Kerr. Great effort. The wing back as he knocks that away, and now Sacramento Republic trying to come back the other direction. The physicality and a foul on Popmar Boys. He went to ground with Iago. Sacramento Republic wants to go quickly. Gurr making a run on this right side. It's Gurr and Biasi. Off the feet. Kay back to Crisostomo, and there's Gunnar, a bit too much as he went through, and got another warning, got away with another one. Gurr trying to move traffic around in behind the defensive line for Phoenix.
Yeah, to go back to Arturo Rodriguez, he's playing over on this right side, often in that right half space. Wonder if that's a reflection of how Phoenix Rising tend to position themselves in possession, where Luke Biasi as that left back tends to be the furthest forward of the outside backs for Phoenix, where he goes and joins that front line. Biasi, while Colin Smith stays a little bit deeper. If Rodriguez sees that, that might give him an opportunity to race forward the other way.
Ball fed through off the post from Gunnar. What a find by Isan Sacco. Gunnar had the space, only time for one touch, and he just couldn't find the right side of the post.
Yeah, Gunnar Studenhoff keeping me on my toes. Got to be quick with these points. Gunnar continuing to find space in behind Sacramento. Just missing that last action, whether it's holding his run earlier or just that finishing touch a moment ago. Studenhoff's been dangerous.
Ball for Sacco in behind, chested down a bit too long. As Lee Desmond cleans it up. Crisostomo comes back to get it. Okay, in the middle, Arturo Rodriguez. Benitez. Saw the idea. You could see the gears turning in Benitez. Thinking about where and what do I want to do with this ball at my feet. Swung over. Eli Malongo tries a little step over, working on Colin Smith, and Smith draws the foul. Malongo irate over that one.
Well, and again, good defending from Colin Smith. As you watch that along at home, you'll notice that Isan Sako was nowhere to be seen yet again there for Phoenix. Colin Smith being left on an island. It's not all bad, certainly, for Phoenix. It does give them Isan Sako high up that they can then go and counterattack through. But it certainly makes Colin Smith's life quite difficult up against one of the best 1v1 attackers in the USL Championship.
The size difference, it's certainly noticeable. 6'1", 194. Malongo's listed at. Colin Smith, just 5'11", 158. As of now, working on the physical Malongo. Morsu soars in to try and get ahead of that ball. And Smith will win that race, beats out Malongo. Rakowski looking for Avayevu. Zessel steps in front. Nicely done by Biasi. Biasi going to send one over to the left side. Gunnar waits up for it. Man from the Cayman Islands working in. Krups sets over into the middle of the box and poked away by Sac Republic, and it will be a throw into Phoenix.
One thing, Killian, we're seeing tonight from Gunnar Studenhof that we really haven't so far in 2026 is his dribbling ability. A lot of ball progression on the dribble for Studenhof. Been a couple of really nice moments for him. Carving forward, running at defenders in the final third. Not just doing all of his work off the ball tonight, Gunnar.
Morsu, the man to take this corner. Seen a lot of long throw-ins from Phoenix this season. And there's a tie-up and stoppage as Jack Gers down there rubbing his head after collision with JP Skeers on the throw-in. Jack Gers, one of those guys. The way that he plays, he's a ton of fun to watch, but I can imagine he's one of those guys, you love him if he's on your team, you hate him if you have to play against him.
I think that's right on the money, Killian. He's one of those players that does so much on both sides of the ball. The engine is impressive, the technical ability is impressive. Truly one of the stars in the USL.
Three-time All-League selection over the last 3 seasons, 2 of them being first team. 2-time Defender of the Year finalist. He's also created the most scoring chances in the championship. Going back all the way to 2019 from a defender. So it does a lot for this club as Gunnar comes in, gets a foot to it, and knocks it right over that visiting dugout.
And Sacramento clearly valuing what Jack Gers brings to the table. Along with Freddie Kleeman, recently signed to a multi-year contract extension to keep him in Sacramento a while longer. No doubt that he's earned every penny.
Nessel takes a touchdown, goes deep as Boy with an odd first touch from Potmar Boy, but Rising able to keep it. Rakowski wants to play deep, looking for Gunnar, but it finds the head of Desmond first. Around and down Jack Gers. Crisostomo took a funky deflection, and Morsu takes a heavy collision. And Morsu's down on the ground. No malcontent on that challenge. It was Benitez just going for the ball, Morsu doing the same.
Yeah, Morsu's so clever to take that last little touch and throw himself almost into that challenge against Benitez. Otherwise, that ball was going the other direction.
Biasi tried to take the throw quickly. He's been sent closer back to the midfield line. So they let Biasi back out. Boyd. That's the right wing over for Sacco. And still waiting to see. Nobody said who was off of last. Benitez is the man who's down, and they're going to call the trainer out to come and take a look at him. Immediately motioned, watching for the head of Michel Benitez. One more look at the play at the ball.
Oh, yeah, you can see the elbow there. It looked like Avisan Sacco crashing into Michel Benitez's head.
So everybody taking a moment while they tend to Michel Benitez. See if Neil Collins is forced to have to make an early substitution. As Benitez looks like he's back up on his feet, which is a good sign. I'll go through all the tests and check they need with him, make sure he is clear to return to this match.
Yeah, we're seeing that unfold on the far sideline. Over on the near sideline, Neil Collins has got the tactics board out, and he's got Tyler Wolff and Forster Iago over there looking at the board. That's the front two with how Sacramento have been defending tonight. Collins not happy with how this defensive structure has played out for his side.
Iago and Wolff talking it over. Forster Iago makes his way. He spent last year splitting his time between Lexington SC, had 7 goals for them. Started out the year with Real Salt Lake. Joined Lexington on a loan. He's found his way to Sacramento Republic. His long throw in for Phoenix. So we're back into touch. Rivera wants the volley and just unable to come through it cleanly.
It's a dangerous look there. Off the long throw, exactly why you go through all the hassle of pushing numbers forward into the box and getting a player to throw it long. Looking for that little spill to give you a sliver of daylight towards goal.
Gurr able to just keep that one in. Iago uses his shoulder to keep it in, and now it was out of touch, quickly taking the throw in back by JP Skiers. Gomez leaves his defender on the turf, centered across for Biasi. Biasi touchdown. Biasi left foot towards the back post and went all the way across the face of goal. There just wasn't anybody there to tap it home.
Oh, and how good is that from Diego Gomez back in the 11? After missing the last 2 games for Phoenix Rising, he's the one that keys that whole sequence, dropping the shoulder in midfield and switching the ball over here to Luke Biasi. Biasi looking for a runner, whether that's Studenhoff or Aveyevu. Angles that ball towards the back post, just needed somebody to tap it home. Phoenix continue to hunt.
Some chances on both sides so far tonight. Still scoreless, 0-0 as we coach a half an hour played in Phoenix. Tiello launches it high end of the night. Gomez tries to settle it down, unable to take it away from Kay. Kay gets closed down by multiple defenders and ultimately hits the deck and draws the foul. Kay goes quickly. Rodriguez. Desmond. Benitez, he slipped trying to get that ball away from him. Sacco 1-2 with the captain Boyd. Morsu has it poked away. It'll be out for a goal kick. Rakowski wants to go quickly. Yes, in the middle, Morsu. Now for Aveyevu, back to Biasi. Gunnar runs in. Essel wrapped around his back. Gunnar surprised, nothing called there as the ball sent down to the chest of Biasi, who will tell everybody to hold it up for a moment. And ping it around the back. And remind you, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Avievu in the midfield. Good find, Gomez pushing forward. Here comes Sacco. Sacco on the edge of the 18, a step over. Sacco trying to get down to the right. Sacco shot deflected away, and it will be a corner.
And again, how efficient is that ball progression from Phoenix Rising? Morsu with the one-touch line-breaking pass. Gilberto Rivera getting involved. Topa Avievu getting involved. I think if you imagine the final form of Phoenix Rising, it looks like a lot of those players in a lot of those spots, combining and progressing the ball with ease. What Phoenix has had tonight is plenty of that, just missing that last touch inside the 18. But there have been more opportunities on the back of that progression than we've seen most of this season from Rising.
Good defending by Sacramento Republic. They're going to need some more here. Another Carvana corner kick. Sacco to take it. They're looking for Skierce on the first one. Sacco going towards the back post. Boy, towards the goal and headed up and away. There's a Sacramento Republic player down. Not sure who got the head to the ball officially. It looked like Boy, but Sacramento Republic, great defending once again.
Well, how good is that from Lee Desmond? Right place, right time, such a savvy defender. Desmond has been a huge part of this Sacramento team. Timely there from the 31-year-old. In his 5th season with Sacramento, he's a mainstay for that reason.
Danny Cristostomo still being tended to by the physio. Will be another corner to Phoenix when they do get things back going. Cristostomo slowly back to his feet. He'll take a slow walk off, so at least at the moment, we'll see if he stays on or if they have him exit the pitch at least for a few moments, and it looks they're going to do the latter. So the visitors will be down a man for at least this corner kick. Sacco will look to find another good ball in. Sacco, this one towards the near post, and that one knocked around inside the box and now set down. Longo has to wait for it. Sacco does a nice job to win the ball. Sacco wants to go for goal from deep. Ambitious thought from Isan Sacco, but unable to find the target. Around, throw quickly taken by Luke Biasi. It's been a fun half hour here tonight so far, Joe. 0-0 between these two Western Conference foes who are tied right now in the standings. Gomez will wait up and turn, give it back to Rivera. So here's for Boy.
Killing, I'm surprised at just how much of the ball Phoenix have had tonight. This is a Sacramento team that sits second in the USL Championship in passes per game. They sit second in the USL Championship in passes per game on the road as well. When you only look at away results for all of these teams across the USL, they're a team that, whether they're home or away, likes to be the protagonist, but Phoenix Rising really have not given them that opportunity so far tonight. We talked about the ball progression coming out of midfield. It's exactly what you wanted to see if you're Palmadou Ka when you have this midfield 3. Really a 4 if you think about Avievu and how fluid he's been tonight. Morsu at the base, Rivera floating a little bit, Gomez floating a little bit, pushing forward at times. Those players have brought so much quality to the midfield for Phoenix. Sacramento have had a hard time dealing with some of those overloads to then win the ball and establish possession for themselves.
Gomez still trying to walk off that contact with Malongo. Might have gotten stepped on as Morsu shouldered off by Kay. Ball played over the top. Wolf trying to see if he can win the foot race. He does not, as Smith, a little juke move and gets himself some room and throws it back to his keeper, Rakowski.
Well, and those are the moments that Sacramento have to do better in when you are able to disrupt that midfield combination where Phoenix Rising are looking to 1-2 through that part of the field. You have to then keep possession for a little bit if you're Sacramento. You've been dangerous for the visitors tonight. There have been opportunities, certainly, but you have to make sure you can connect a pass or two before immediately giving back to the hosts.
Gomez with a lot of room in the midfield. Finds Sacco pushing up to the right. Aveyevu wants the ball down below. Sacco, left-footed shot. Nicely done, deflected away by Benitez, who stepped in front. Smith thought about sending it into the box. Boy, back for Colin Smith. Sacco gets himself some room. Sacco still hesitates. Sacco, Morsu, not able to get enough behind it. An easy save made by Vitiello.
Well, and Isan Sacco's quick trigger earlier on where he takes that long-range effort. Maybe it gives him a little bit of the edge there where Sacramento are expecting him to shoot from that right side, but he cuts the ball back and continues the play. Upgrades the chance into a look for Jean-Eric Morsu.
Rodriguez hits it back, Jack Gurr. Herb just spins and launches it down towards the Phoenix end as Morsu gets behind it back to Rakowski. Rakowski gets it back going. I want to remind you, go ahead and enter the Prinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen and enter today. Joe, I don't think you're eligible to win, just so you know.
On the phone out and everything.
I think it's part of the terms and conditions. I think it explicitly says you.
We're disappointed in the result, but we're going to come back stronger.
Poor pass into the midfield, turned over. Wow. Morsu comes sliding back in. Nicely done challenge to win that ball back. Aveyevu looking for Gunnar. Gunnar puts the speed on and points to the spot. Gunnar has earned a penalty for Phoenix. And a round of applause from Pamuduka to Jean-Eric Morsu after helping start that opportunity.
Yep, that challenge from Jean-Eric Morsu kickstarts this whole sequence. Aveyevu, it looked like they played Gunnar Studenhoft in before really the striker was even expecting that ball to come his way. The run was met by the pass. And Studenhoft gets to that ball before Lee Desmond. Phoenix Rising have an opportunity now to go 1-0 up at home. Gunnar Studenhoft has been the main character tonight. Trying to cap it off by giving his team the lead here.
And Gunnar immediately, he went and got the ball and walked right back. Arms extended and handed it to JP Skierce, who will hand it off to Isan Sacco. The Frenchman who leads his side in goals with 6 so far this season, looking to try and tally number 7 and give his side the advantage here near the end of the first half. His home club, Paris Saint-Germain, they won in penalties today for the Champions League title. Sacco gets to take one of his own. Sacco, 1-0 Phoenix. An immediate yellow card for Sacco, taunting Vitiello. But 7, I'm sure won't mind that one. His side's ahead.
Isan Sacco make that 3 for 3 on penalties in the USL Championship so far this season. Picks his spot. Make sure everybody knows it. Isan Sacco has got Phoenix Rising up 1-0. Phoenix in the midst of one of their better attacking performances that we've seen in the Pamuduka era.
So Sacco with his 7th goal on the year. Matches his total from last season. And Rising have the lead. See if they can close out this first half with the goal advantage. There's a takeaway and now a chance. Sacco coming right back. Sacco, misstep, cross towards the center, knocked up but not fully away. Gomez, and that's the outside of the goal. The angle closed down. Gomez couldn't get it.
Well, and Phoenix are just throwing punch after punch right now. Sacramento cannot find a way to put their foot on the ball and control this game. So uncharacteristic from the visitors tonight. It's Diego Gomez making this late arriving run, tries to hit it first time. Just doesn't connect as cleanly as he'd like, but Phoenix continue to push here.
Boy, misplay. Here comes Iago. Skiers comes sprinting back, tries to help clean it up. Ball sets right down to Rodriguez as Boy able to recover and put his foot in front. And folks, we all do want to remind you that is another goal from Phoenix Rising. With that Isan Sacco penalty, it's another $100 from America First Credit Union being donated to a local charity. Ball set down, all sorts of a hectic last few minutes and cleared away by Morsu.
Yeah, I talked about Sacramento wanting to get their foot on the ball. Phoenix might like that as well. This thing has been end to end. If you're Rising, you'd like to get into half holding this lead. Sacramento, we've seen it already tonight. It does not take much for them to rev the engine.
To Rodriguez. We'll see if that goal from Phoenix kind of ignites the Sacramento team. So maybe moving a little bit more purpose in the attacking half of the pitch. Benitez. Send back Desmond. And for Malongo, it won't matter. Flag is up on the near side. Looks like Morsu, who's down on his knees on the far end. Looks like he's saying, I've taken a forearm and an elbow to the midsection. Rising fans, it's backed by popular demand at only $20 per ticket. Go ahead and purchase your Modelo night out to any Rising game this season. Receive one supporter's ticket, one 16-ounce Modelo, and now one Modelo boot. Buy your Modelo night out tickets today at phxrisingfc.com. Played long over the top. The Sacramento Republic, they took the first meeting between the two. It was a 2-0 victory. Early in the season, the rematch, at least by the looks of it, through the first 45, advantage to Phoenix. Sacco wants to cross one in, looking for Gunnar. Avayevu gets a touchdown, tries to ping it over for Morsu. Morsu, Rivera with the right foot was trying to curl one towards the corner. And it looks like it did take a deflection. It will be another corner kick to Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, and Phoenix have had some success with those late arriving runners coming from this left side, as a lot of the play for Rising has progressed down the right through Isan Sacco in that right winger role tonight as opposed to the number 9 spot. Phoenix have gotten to benefit from his service. Killian, you mentioned him taking a lot of set pieces for Rising this year. He can play a really nicely weighted cross into the 18. He's been doing that in open play and not just from dead balls tonight.
Another Carvana corner kick for Phoenix Rising. Sacco a goal already. See if he can't tally an assist. Towards the center of the box, was looking for Gunnar as the ball deflected out past the 18. Rivera. Twirl, he's got Boy waiting next to him. Avayevu. Poor touch, and now Rivera just got his feet a bit too far out away from him as Rodriguez was taken down. Sacramento want to go quick. Back for Cristostomo. Kay. Essel trying to find Iago in behind. Iago and Boy one-on-one as Boy reaches the foot in and pokes it away.
Well, if you're looking for answers why Sacramento haven't been able to really establish possession, there's been a lot of direct play from the visitors tonight, and that's because Phoenix have gone man-to-man in a lot of those defensive moments. They were locked in man-to-man just a second ago, and that's what triggers the long ball over the top to Forster Iago. It's been Potmar Boy, though, who's done such a good job on the big-bodied striker. Really fun matchup between those two, and so far you'd have to say that the early edge goes to Potmar Boy.
So 4 minutes put up on the board for stoppage time. Lone goal on the penalty from Isan Sacco. Essel, the long throw. Chested down in the middle, now towards the edge of the 18. Essel finds it at his feet. There room, ball in behind for Gurr. Gurr crossed towards the back post. The goal was open, but unable to put it on target. It was Iago who found some room. Wow, great chance for Sacramento Republic to try and equalize.
It's a huge opportunity in the second phase of this long throw-in. Jack Gurr, exquisite service to the back post there. Iago can't believe it that he's let that one go by him.
Looked like he almost just mistimed that jump. A split second later, that's one of his easiest headed goals he'll have.
Oh, and again, it just seems like, Killian, all Sacramento have to do is flip the switch, right? It's not like it's been all one-way traffic. There haven't been a ton for Sacramento of high-quality shots, but they've had a ton of box entries in their limited spits and spurts in the final third tonight. They've accessed those dangerous areas easily. It's just about turning those touches into real chances, and they had a real one there.
Farrell take it at midfield. Looking for some help. He's going to swing it over for J.P. Skiers. Sue and Boy racking up a couple more passes for the stat sheet. Sacco gets in behind, lovely touch. Sacco into the box. Sacco taken down to the ground, points to the spot once again. It's a second penalty in the last 10 minutes. And this one has a chance to double the advantage.
Well, Isan Sacco playing out on the right tonight has been very effective. He's been provider quite a bit, finishes that penalty, of course, and now creates one of his own. Sneaks in behind Michel Benitez there, uses his speed, and it's that extended arm of Benitez that grabs Isan Sacco's shoulder. The outside back knows he's been beat. It's a silly foul with the connection there as Lee Desmond slides over. Benitez doesn't have to go ahead and bring the Frenchman down, but he does all the same.
So Sacco earns the second penalty, and he'll be the man to step to the spot and take it. He scored the first one. He went low to the keeper's left the first time around. He and Ventiello stare down for the second time in the last 10 minutes. Sacco, same spot, same result. 2-0 Phoenix.
Well, how gutsy is that from Isan Sacco? Not once, but twice. From the Phoenix Rising forward. Started this evening as Phoenix's leader in goals. In 2026, had stepped into an unfamiliar role, playing up top. One that he wasn't expecting necessarily to step into when the season started. Playing a little wider tonight, but still ends up as Phoenix Rising's #1 goal threat, albeit from this spot. Doubles down on that low finish to the left of Danny Vitiello. And Phoenix Rising are up 2-0.
Give him 8 now on the season. And it's another goal for Phoenix Rising and another $100 from America First Credit Union being donated to a local charity through Rising's Goals for Good program.
And Killian, Danny Vitiello has been so good when it comes to saving penalties so far this year. Saved 2, given up just 1 in regular season play, but that has been reversed now. Giving up 3 so far on the year after tonight.
Sacco wanted to go quickly, but Gunnar just went down in a heap on the far side of the pitch. Slow to get up. A hard time putting the weight on that left leg. As Phoenix puts it back in and the weight up. It was an opportunity. Sacco wanted to go quickly, but Gunnar just went down to the ground. And that will be the whistle for the end of the first half. A great 45 minutes from the hosts as they look to continue their unbeaten run at home in 2026, and they're off to a good start thanks to Isan Sacco and his 2 penalty conversions. It's 2-0 to the hosts as they head into the locker room. Don't go anywhere, as we're going to have the halftime report presented by Metro by T-Mobile coming up shortly. Phoenix rising with the advantage so far.
Party?
I would, but I have to sell my car.
Well, just sell it to Carvana.
Carvana, huh?
Great offers, 100% online. They'll pick it up. You told me about Carvana.
Did I?
And isn't that your car?
I mean, that could be anybody's car. Okay, fine, I sold it to Carvana. Thank you. Whoa.
So you'll come?
I just sold my car. What, are we gonna walk? Sell your car to Carvana today.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger, like the new Big Ranch Wrap, a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with our Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese. Make it even bigger with fries and a drink for a little more. Now that's a big deal. The Whata deal, now at What a Burger. Download the app.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans, now with no payments for 90 days.
Billy, I need help with the clicker.
Yeah, wait, 1 second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car.
Billy, you still there?
Okay,
You need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features. No accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. Do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
When you choose Arizona Sports Medicine Center, you have access to one of the Valley's most advanced sports medicine and orthopedic care teams.
You're choosing a multidisciplinary team who are dedicated to providing the care you need.
That's why we offer advanced treatments, both surgical and non-surgical options, including robotic-assisted procedures.
If you suffer from chronic joint pain, a sports injury, or need rehab after surgery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love to do.
Care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
Su equipo estará perdiendo, pero ella siente que está ganando. De hecho, se siente tan bien que la gente se está preguntando.
¿Qué está pasando aquí?
¿Qué está pasando? Que fue a Metro y ahorró. Se llevó 4 líneas por solo $25 cada una. Y 4 teléfonos nuevos Samsung Galaxy A17 5G gratis. Se siente bien cuando tu dinero da para más. Solo en Metro.
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Her team might be losing, but she's feeling like a winner. In fact, she's feeling so good. People are asking,
what's her deal?
What's her deal? She went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each. And 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones. Get that more for your money feeling. Only at Metro.
The first half is in the books in the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying the match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with the headlines for the week. FC Tulsa goalkeeper Alex Tambakis collected his 60th career shutout in a big 2-0 win over Hartford Athletic. That's 3 straight wins and 4 unbeaten for the Scissortails as they climb to 4th in the Western Conference standings. Monterey Bay earned its first league victory of the season with a pair of second-half goals and a 2-0 win over Birmingham Legion. The club sits 8 points below the playoff line heading into the weekend. And Orange County opened its temporary home stadium with a 3-2 win over the Oakland Roots. It was an exciting night for the club as it packed a record 7,651 fans into Santa Ana Stadium, Orange County's home field, while the U.S. national team trains at Championship Soccer Stadium for the World Cup. Speaking of the World Cup, congratulations to 2 more USL players, Eloy Roam and Jurgen Locadia, both from Miami FC, getting called up by Curacao. Locadia just completed a hat trick in a win over Louisville City. League One and the USL Championship have loaded the month of June with national spotlight broadcasts. CBS Sports Network will feature the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Charleston Battery and Las Vegas Lights against Orange County. ESPN2 will feature Forward Madison against Fort Wayne. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back to your match.
Hey, John Hamm.
Hey, Gare Bear.
You still coming to my dog's birthday party?
I would, but I have to sell my car.
Well, just sell it to Carvana.
Carvana, huh?
Great offers, 100% online. They'll pick it up. You told me about Carvana.
Did I?
And isn't that your car?
I mean, that could be anybody's car. Okay, fine, I sold it to Carvana. Thank you. Whoa.
So you'll come?
I just sold my car. What, am I gonna walk? Sell your car to Carvana today.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans, now with no payments for 90 days.
When you trust your heart to Abrazo Health, you're choosing a team who have dedicated their lives helping to save yours.
You're choosing physicians, medical assistants, and providers who commit their lives to understanding every connection and hearing the whole person.
We are here for every heartbeat, from preventative diagnostic testing
to performing complex, life-saving heart surgeries.
We believe heart care is more than just treatment. It's a journey we take together.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Tonight's Phoenix Rising match is presented by Carvana, America First Credit Union, ASMC, and Metro by T-Mobile. Sacramento Republic, you're watching the Metro by T-Mobile halftime report. Killian McClatchy, Joe Lowry, our resident moon expert. Joe? Tonight's moon phase is?
Waxing gibbous, folks. Waxing gibbous for those playing along at home.
It's a sharp-looking moon.
It's a great-looking moon. Great-looking moon, great-looking first half.
Moon base coming soon.
Exciting.
Okay, we're going to stop talking about the moon. We're going to talk some soccer.
You are.
First half highlights. Hopefully I can get Joe back on track. 20th minute highlights presented by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Isan Sako, it took him a little bit to get into the match, the leading scorer for this club. But, man, he's been sharp tonight through passing and finding opportunities for Phoenix.
Oh, and you see right there that crescent-shaped ball from Diego Gomez over to Luke Biasi on that far side. Phoenix consistently finding ways to threaten Sacramento. Really fluid in midfield, some dangerous looks on set pieces as well. This, Killian, for me, has been the best half that we've seen from Phoenix Rising all year long.
39th minute, this is where things turned. Gunnar Studenhoff gets taken to the ground inside the box, pointing to the spot. Gunnar hands the ball over to Isan Sako, who slots it home to the left of the keeper. He did pick up a yellow card. Danny Vitiello with a little bit of a grin on his face. But then right back, the end of the first half, Sako goes to the ground once again, earns a second one. Same spot, rinse and repeat. He does it again. A brace tonight for Isan Sako from the penalty spot.
Oh, and Isan Sako is not a traditional winger, right? He's not a Damian Rivera type. He's not a Mele Malongo type that really goes 1v1 and thrives in a lot of those on-ball dribble opportunities. He's a distributor, and he's also a guy who moves well off the ball, and you see that really on all of those highlights, or at least on a couple of those highlights that Sacco's involved in. He has that ball to Gunnar Studenhof early where you see his distribution. He's had chances that he's delivered to Phoenix Rising towards the back post as well in open play, and then his off-ball movement getting him behind, drawing that second penalty. Sacco, and really this whole Phoenix Rising team has been very bright going forward tonight.
There's those first half stats. A lot of things. The biggest surprise, look at that possession number. We talked early in this match. Sacramento Republic, they love to have the ball at their feet. Being held to just 38%. Phoenix is really controlling this match and playing it the way they want to.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence, Killian, when you look at the midfield personnel. This is the first time all year long that we have seen Gilberto Rivera and Diego Gomez in midfield together. Now, it's not like it's been a long time, right? Rivera just joining earlier on this month from Houston Dynamo 2, an MLS Next Pro in his first professional year. But Rivera brings something to this Rising midfield. He brings a calmness in possession, and Gomez now back and healthy. He brings some of that same ability. Then you think about Jean-Eric Morceau and his line-breaking ability on the ball deep in midfield. Then you think about Hope Avievu and how he can come inside and help overload that part of the field. Sacramento really have not managed to balance their defensive pressure tonight, where it's been too open for Phoenix Rising to just play through that midfield group. We saw Neil Collins midway through the first half bring over Forster Iago and Tyler Wolf, draw up on the tactics board. Hey, here's how we want to organize our pressure. You didn't really see that have a real impact for Sacramento towards the end of that first half. Huge, huge moment now for the visitors to get back into this game, and that has to start with them being in more control defensively.
One change for Sacramento Republic as Jared Timmer coming into the match for Lee Desmond, so he will slide in on the back line. The only change that came through out of the 45. So it's going to take a big effort from Sacramento Republic to try and get back into this match. It was a 2-0 victory in Sacramento earlier this season. Phoenix Rising currently hold that same advantage as we are back underway. This is one of the ones that Sacramento, they certainly have an opportunity. This is a club that is far and away, the talent is there as Malongo plays one right into the front of Colin Smith. We have one more change that did come through. It's Memo Rodriguez coming in for Arturo Rodriguez. So Memo Rodriguez, Jared Timmer, ball set around, stuck inside the 18 for Sac Republic, and they're going to try and go quickly, wanting to find at least one. If you can get one here in the early minutes of this second half, the feeling it'll make things really interesting for the remainder of the match.
Well, now Memo Rodriguez immediately coming and putting his mark on the game. That little clip ball into the box. Started 7 games for Sporting Kansas City in MLS last year, an MLS veteran. Rodriguez, maybe not quite a playmaker at the MLS level, but someone who can absolutely pull the strings for this Sacramento team. Lots of quality in this midfield now for Neil Collins to think about. Memo Rodriguez, Mark Anthony Kaye, Danny Crisosimo, all guys who have an MLS pedigree.
Biasi will pick up a yellow card for that challenge. There's Biasi, the early yellow. I mentioned Memo Rodriguez spent the last 2 years as Sporting KC. 5 assists his time with the MLS club. As Morceau unable to keep that one. Rodriguez flips it over Iago, trying to bounce it around. Boy steps in, knocks it away as Sacco just tried to boot it deep. There's an opportunity now for Avievu. Avievu full steam ahead, moving forward, stepped in front. Essel does a nice job to take away possession.
That is really well timed there from Aaron Essel, stepping out of the back line.
Rodriguez with some space, wants to shoot, hesitates once again. He had a chance a couple times, elects to lay off. Gurr, the edge of the 18, back for Rodriguez. Jack Gurr steps over Kay, back for Gurr. It's Rodriguez crossed in looking for Iago, and no touch. through will be a goal kick.
Yeah, Neil Collins applauding his team over on this near sideline. Clearly very happy with how the energy levels have changed from Sacramento Republic from the first half to the second half. Early days, of course, just 3 minutes in, but they have really been the team threatening, pushing numbers forward, in control. They're going to have to be if they're going to claw out of this hole.
Kofsky chips one ahead for Skiers. Gunnar, good to see him still in the match as physical challenge for the ball there. He did go down right at the end of that first half. He was able to continue though. Skiers, shoulders off, and now thrown to the ground. There'll be a foul, and the referees will step in front there. As Skiers tossed down to the ground by Wolf. And the captain, Potmar Boy, coming over, trying to plead his case for his guys, looking for something after that.
Yeah, it's good defending from JP Skiers, following Tyler Wolf, who is, looks like still playing a sort of a second forward or a really, really narrow right winger next to Forster Iago. Wolf drops in, Skiers goes right along with him. Then you get some of the afters there on the far side.
Skiers still a little frustrated. I think came away after that little skirmish on the far side of the pitch. Gunnar in behind, flag stays down, it could be a chance. Gunnar tries to turn on Essel. Still the ball gets off for Avayevu. Avayevu working on Jack Gurr. Avayevu weaves in. Morsu. Morsu goes for a goal. Off target. He was looking for the top corner. That one headed away. Flicked forward for Avayevu. Avayevu, interlapping run. Tried to feed one through for Gomez. That ball cleared away. Rakowski comes out and pokes it towards Colin Smith.
Well, it's just too easy there for Phoenix in the press. Sacramento making things easy for the home side. Phoenix continuing to go man-to-man. I have to imagine that that was something that was discussed in the Sacramento Republic locker room at halftime. Hey, how do we go ahead and create opportunities that are not just lumping the ball long into Forster Iago when he's matched up 1v1 against Potmar Boy? How can we create by keeping the ball on the floor? We have quality in midfield especially. How can we go and drive through this Phoenix press? We're not seeing it so far.
Boy trying to go over the top. Now Gunnar ends up coming away the bar. Gunnar tries to get around Vitiello. A great save. Potentially one too many touches, and now Sacramento Republic back the other direction. Boy slides in, Malongo flicks it back for Kay and headed. Sit down in the middle, Avayevu. Avayevu goes to ground. No whistle. Morsu. Everybody fighting around the edge of the 18. Gomez goes down with some contact. Gomez finds the ball back at his feet, and he'll play it back to Rakowski. We'll send it away to give everybody at least a brief moment to take a breath. Sacco, good bit of 1-2 play. He's got Morsu. Ball fed forward, Morsu. He's got Gunnar. Cross for Gunnar. Vitiello comes flying out and gets a hand to it. Skiers wins the header back to Biasi. Advantage played, Biasi. Cross, nobody there to receive it as Benitez heads it down to his keeper.
Well, Danny Vitiello has found himself quite busy over the last couple of minutes. That last opportunity. Jean-Eric Morsu playing the ball into Gunnar Stutenhoff, just a little undercooked. There from Morsu. Another very dangerous look, though, from Phoenix.
Wolf giving off Benitez. Alpha Rodriguez. Mark Anthony Kay. Memo Rodriguez. Rodriguez clips one over the top right to the head of Potmar Boy. And Smith will take it down, send it deep. Looking for Gunnar again. Flag stays down. Gunnar waiting for the ball. Gunnar, one-handed save by Vitiello. Goodness gracious.
Wow, it continues to be everything but the finish tonight for Gunnar Studenhoft. Yet again, gets in behind this Sacramento Republic back line, but yet again it's Danny Vitiello getting a big paw up there and making a huge play to keep his side in the match.
Ball over the top, Benitez in behind. Flag stays down, Benitez one-on-one, Rakowski matches the save on the other side. The keeper's coming up clutch. Rodriguez tries to feed one through. Pomalongo and cleared away.
Well, I wonder, Killian, how long it's going to be before Pamadouka goes to his bench. Phoenix, it looks like, have run themselves ragged so far in this second half. I know we're less than 10 minutes in, but the intensity's been so good from Rising. But the game is also incredibly stretched.
Boy now working on Malongo. As Boy ends up challenging, and it took a deflection off of Malongo. It'll be a throw to Rising, and now Pat Rakowski is going to go to ground in front of his own goal. Look at this save one more time.
Yeah, it's a poor finish there from Michel Benitez. He'll want more from that opportunity, the outside back. I mentioned, though, Killian, other ways for Sacramento to generate ball progression outside of just playing long into Iago. And that's a heady run from the veteran Benitez, recognizing that, hey, I can make this move off the ball. I can be a secondary target for my team to play through, and that's exactly what we see.
So the two sides are going to come together on their benches as they tend to Patrick Rakowski. Took that shot right to the chest. A couple huge saves from Danny Vitiello on that south end, and then right back the other direction. Patrick Rakowski matches him. Another look. Well struck ball, yeah, caught him just right in the ribs. As Rakowski's back up on his feet. It's more like he just needed a moment to himself. As Neil Collins going to make another substitution. It's going to be Chibi Ukebu who will come on.
I mean, have to imagine the change for Neil Collins is going to be about giving his side more stability in the back. Someone who can try to help deal with what Gunnar Studenhoft is bringing to the table. Timmer and Essel, just no answers for Studenhoft, and that's not unique in this league. Gunnar Studenhoft, one of the most athletic players you'll see in this sport anywhere. Such a difficult guy to hang with in the open field, and he's had a lot of green grass to run into tonight.
So they're waiting to make the substitution. They're going to make it happen right now. So it'll be Chibi Ukebu coming on for Aaron Essel. So Essel's night will end just short of an hour. And the youngster Chibi Ukebu, the homegrown players for the Sac Republic side. A couple of youth national team calls for the U.S. youth teams. As Colin Smith being told to take a few steps back for this throw-in. Smith launches it up into the air. Gert comes to try and take it away as Gunnar intercepted him, pushed the ball back to Ukebu for his first touch of the night. Smith looking for Sacco as Sacco goes down. Gets rolled up a little bit right at the midfield line. 2 goals tonight for Isan Sacco. His tally's up to 8 on the year, leading the club. Back up, and fans, if you can't watch the match, be sure you turn on Sirius XM FC 157. It's North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights. Plus, you can hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Vitiello comes out, plays it for Ukebu. Ukebu is now, Rivera will come, boot it a little bit deeper. Headed down, Skierce. Now for Avayevu. Tries to get behind Ukebu. A little bit of a shove from behind, and Ukebu goes to ground and a foul. Ukebu over to Timmer. Now Benitez. Longo, Timmer turned away.
And again, you see Sacramento here trying to navigate their way through this man-to-man Phoenix press. Looking for answers.
All pushed up the right wing. Wolf. Send one forward. Skierce does a nice job to come and intercept. Avayevu looking for Morsu. Morsu gets upended by Cristostomo, and Morsu is rolling around, taking away Gomez. Gomez couldn't get the ball back over for Avayevu. Sacramento Republic trying to build some possession. Longo played through. Kay down at the goal line and knocked away by Morsu, and it'll be a corner.
Well, that's good defending from Jean-Eric Morsu. A little late maybe to arrive in that instance to track the run of Marc-Anthony Kay, but doesn't overcommit inside the 18, keeps himself involved in the play, and then allows himself to make a play on that ball.
This one, first Carvana corner kick of the second half. All sorts of contact at the back post. Iago was looking, I think he wanted a penalty of his own.
And Forster Iago's been active inside the 18 tonight. Just hasn't quite clicked for him. You could say the same on the other side. His opposite tonight, Gunnar Studenhoft. Both highly physical, highly capable strikers. Just looking for their moment.
Couple changes, Reading for Pamuduka's side. Charlie Dennis and Damian Rivera, the two who will come on the next opportunity. Ball took an odd deflection, found through Gunnar. Gunnar pressing ahead. Can Gunnar finally get his first? Vitiello saves it again. Gunnar waits up for the ball. Cristostomo comes away, and it's cleared out of the 18. Rodriguez flicks it back to himself. Now ball sent over to the right wing and away. Gunnar has had opportunity after opportunity and cannot get it past Danny Vitiello.
Oh, and it's just so simple for Phoenix to find a look on goal. Studenhoft has been so dangerous getting in behind the back line, but again, it's everything but the finish for the number 9, and it does look like his evening is going to be over. Gunnar Studenhoft jogging over to this near side, ready to be replaced.
So Charlie Dennis will come on for Diego Gomez, whose night will end after an hour, and the same for the man from the Cayman Islands, Gunnar, who had so many chances to find the score sheet and just couldn't get one past the keeper and find the back of net. It will be Damian Rivera fresh into the match, and Rivera gets it away. First touch headed down by Charlie Dennis.
Yeah, interesting usage, it looks like, positionally, of Damian Rivera. Very much used to seeing him play on the left side. Can't recall him playing on the right for Phoenix Rising, but that's exactly what we're seeing opposite of Hope Avayevu. Lisan Sako up top.
They've got him on the right, as you said. Sako slides inside of that striker position where he's been most of the season. Kerr sent one towards the back post, and trying to throw his foot up towards it was Memo Rodriguez. And he does earn a Carvana corner kick, second one of this second half for the visitors. Rodriguez Gets it right back, sent towards the center. Rakowski comes out with the big right hand and punches it away. Gilberto Rivera chases it down, keeps it in. That'll put a ball long over the top for Sacco. Sacco's got 2 already tonight. Sacco breaking towards goal. Isan Sacco, Vitiello saves it again.
Have yourself a second half. Danny Vitiello. Right place, right time yet again for Sacramento Republic's number 1. Helping to keep his side afloat here.
Rodriguez walks it up. Stands tall, Benitez. Now Malongo. Stostamo. Timmer swung all the way to the far side. Gurr has to leap up and head it down to himself. Azukebu.
And it's fascinating, Killing, to watch Sacramento build right now. Trying to find their way through this press.
Intercepted, taken away by Avayevu. Rivera sent down to the middle. Dennis. Dennis, left-footed shot. Vitiello once again. This time, Pop Marboy comes and steps in and intercepts it. Damian Rivera goes down. Avayevu fighting for the ball, keeps it out his feet. Avayevu for Dennis. Dennis, centered Pop Marboy, tries a little back heel flick. Biasi comes to clean it up at the edge of the 18. Morsu. Sacco. Poor touch by Rivera, unable to keep it. Smith tried to step in front. Skiers now played back to Roberto Rivera, who's essentially playing as the lone center back at the moment as everybody's getting involved for Phoenix.
Oh, and it's been so difficult for Sacramento, Killian, in this second half because they've been trying to break through Phoenix's man-to-man defense, and the way they've been going about that is moving their players around the field to drag Phoenix markers with them, to then create space for someone to drop in and receive the ball. But after the ball turns over for Sacramento, then there's so much space for Phoenix to attack into against what is really then just a tattered structure for Sacramento, where your midfielders are roaming wide or they're dropping deep or they're shifting across the width of the field. Same could go for Michel Benitez from left back. He's trying to roam to pick up the ball when Sacramento are in possession because they can't find a way through Phoenix. When the ball turns over, then there's so little protecting this Sacramento team outside of Danny Vitiello.
Wolf gets it off of his feet. Iago trying to get around Pop Marboy. Boy sliding down, goes through the ball, wins the challenge. And a high five for the captain, and as another sub coming for Sacramento Republic, it will be Pep Casas, the young Spaniard, coming on.
I don't think that's a surprising sub from Neil Collins at all. This is a Sacramento team in desperate need of just a little bit more control in central midfield. Mark-Anthony Kaye, someone we know can do it at this level. But just the fresh legs and the ability of Casas, the Spaniard, to help control the game a little bit for Sacramento in possession, bring some extra energy as well off the ball. Savvy change there from Sacramento.
Rising fans celebrate a decade in the desert with a season ticket membership. Don't miss exclusive access and events only available to members for just $10 per ticket per game. Go ahead and purchase today at phxrisingfc.com or email at sales@phxrisingfc.com to learn more. Avayevu finds Biasi, who will play it back to Patrick Rakowski. Approaching 70 minutes played, 2-0. 2 penalties converted by Isan Sacco, which brings his season tally up to 8, ties him for the Golden Boot lead in the championship. Rubio Rubin converted a penalty of his own this evening, the only goal for El Paso in their 4-1 defeat, to bring him up to 8, so the two share. Tony McClatchy, Joe Lowry, and I can tell you one thing, the way that this match has gone, the way Phoenix has played, and the night from Danny Vitiello, this could easily be like 5 or 6-0 with as many chances as Phoenix has had.
I mean, really, it's been a lot of one-way traffic in this second half as well, which is, Killian, the most impressive part to me about this rising performance. We've seen them under Pamadou Ka, and really as this roster has evolved over the last couple of seasons, we've seen them control bits and spurts of games, but to be this dominant, haven't really seen it from Rising.
Takeaway and unable to keep it. as Sacco went to ground. Cristostomo into the middle, Rodriguez. Rodriguez found him behind. Iago, one touch. Iago turns, and Iago sends it into the stands.
Well, that's another look there from Forster. Iago. He's been the man on the end of receptions inside the 18. Had that headed opportunity in the second phase, that long throw in the first half. Another great look there. Just can't set his feet off of that ball from Memo Rodriguez. It's the touch there that takes him too far out. Phoenix Rising breathe a little sigh of relief. They cannot stop pushing this Phoenix team. Even Sacramento, as out of sorts as they've been, they have the quality to turn this game.
Sure, that'll be one that'll go back to the film study later for Pamuduka. That man-to-man marking, somebody lost Forster Iago that time. Roberto Rivera to Damian Rivera. Smith back for the captain boy. Biasi. Skiers back for Rakowski.
And we're seeing Sacramento press as we have throughout a lot of this game in their own man-to-man setup. Phoenix, though, with the distribution of Patrick Rakowski, had a lot of success playing over at times in the first half to Gunnar Studenhoft, and when they do, even without Studenhoft on the field, picking up these sorts of second balls.
Rivera waits up for the ball nicely. Avayevu chipped over to Smith. Smith will wait, looking for somewhere. Going to give it to Dennis. Dennis back to the center, 1-2 with Avayevu. Dennis, now Morsu. Morsu wanted a run from Smith, didn't get it. Taken away. Sacramento Republic tries to work forward, immediately converged down by 3 black kits. Gurr on the right wing, he'll be picked up by Biasi. Wolf. Tyler Wolf now. Wolf cross towards the center. Malongo saved by Rakowski. He sprawled down and batted it away. And that'll bring this rising crowd make a little bit more noise.
Rakowski in possession. And then also when it comes to his shot stopping has been absolutely huge for Phoenix tonight. It's a real opportunity there from Sacramento. A poorly placed strike, though, from Maele Malongo. And it's a save from Rakowski, keeping Phoenix at this 2-0 advantage.
Second save of the night for Rakowski. He might not be done just yet. Boy gets his foot down as Rivera flicks one out for Dennis. As Dennis, taken to ground, earns the foul. And a few changes coming for Phoenix. Alexander Vukovic, as well as Danny Flores, will be coming on, and that will end the night for Roberto Rivera. And Hope Avayevu, the other change, is Danny Flores will come on for him.
Yeah, good to see Danny Flores get another run out here for Phoenix Rising. Struggled so much with injury since he's joined this club. Now back for his 3rd straight appearance off the bench for this Rising side.
A throw into Phoenix after that took a deflection off of Jared Timmer. Alexander Vukovic, also happy to see him back as he will join our boy on that defense.
Yeah, and curious to see exactly what the setup's going to be for Phoenix. Looks like it might be Flores playing as more of a straight-up left winger on that far side, keeping the back 4. We'll have to see.
Morsu setting up for this long throw, looking for Boy, who tries to get his head to it, put it in the direction of the goal, but not on target. Etiel wants to go quickly and remind you that eFootball is here. You can live your dream and rep your team. Play as your favorite USL Championship club today. eFootball is free to play, so go ahead and download it now.
And it does indeed look like Danny Flores is going to stay high. Phoenix in something akin to a 4-4-2 with Charlie Dennis playing in the same line as Isan Sako through the middle. Damian Rivera on the right, Danny Flores on the left.
Skiers wins that header. Flores gets one of his first touches of the night, tried to flick it over the top of the defender. Unable to get anything. I've said it a few times, and there's been a few moments that Sacramento Republic has created. A 2-goal advantage is certainly not enough to feel comfortable if you're Phoenix Rising and Pamuduka, as Vukovic and Ayako ended up coming together right around midfield. It'll be a free kick. Rodriguez tried to go quickly as everybody was making their way back. He's told he's got to hold up.
Oh, and Vukovic entering this back line, Killian, gives Sacramento a little bit of an opportunity here. Phoenix playing with this man-to-man setup. It can be difficult for a defender getting right into the thick of things off the bench, especially against a forward as talented as Forster Iago, to immediately get to grips with the context of the game. If you're a step late, if your timing's a little bit off, getting into the game, ramping up to speed, that can cause real problems. Vukovic has a key role for Phoenix to help see out this game.
USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and the ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. (2-0) to Phoenix Rising. 2 penalties converted in the first half in a 10-minute span by Isan Sako. That's how the scoreline we have now came to be. Vukovic tried to clear that away. It went right into the foot of Tyler Wolf. And Rakowski will gladly take his time as we approach the final 15 minutes and some change to play this evening. Gets it, and albeit, Joe, the match isn't over obviously just yet as Ukebu gets it. All being knocked around, but you certainly got to be pleased with the performance from Phoenix Rising, especially coming off the 3-0 defeat to Tampa a week ago.
And it's been a totally different performance from Phoenix, a much more engaged performance, but still, Killian, you said it in the question, not nearly over tonight. Sacramento still have the quality, and there's the space for them to go and find some more chances to try to get back into this one.
Iago tries to go up, unable to win that header against Vukovic. And now here's Flores, trying to put it to 5th gear. Flores working his way down as Flores, too strong of a touch. Ukebu, looks more like a hockey defender, lowering the hip to slow him down. And now the ball continues to just roll away, and no foul. Everybody just decided to take a moment to themselves.
And Danny Flores is going to want that one back. Had multiple runners streaking up this right side. Just held on to the ball too long.
Malongo trying to get around Colin Smith, and there's Damian Rivera sliding through. Another substitute coming. It's going to be Danny Cristostomo coming off. He'll make way for the German Dominic Vonner.
And it looks like that's going to shift Sacramento to more of a 4-4-2. Memo Rodriguez dropping back a line, joining Pep Casas in midfield. Then you got the attackers of Forster Iago, Tyler Wolf, Dominic Vonner, and Maele Malongo. Neil Collins really trying to rev the engine to go for this game, as he should.
For the touchdown of the midfield, Spaniard Casas. Played back for Timmer. Rising fans, bring your family out to a Rising game for an affordable price with the Family Value Pack, starting at just $25. Receive a hot dog, drink, and a bag of chips with each ticket purchased. Go ahead and buy them today at phxrisingfc.com. Vukovic Palmar boy, a couple ACC rivals. Boy, a national champion with Clemson. Vukovic, his college career at Duke, is the ball over the top for Sacco. Sacco's got 2 goals already tonight. He's searching for the third, unable to keep the ball, as Ukebu did a nice job to recover and take it away from him.
And you know, Killian, we see the run there from Isan Sacco trying to slip in behind. Phoenix had missed a little bit without Gunnar Studenhoft on the field. Of course, Studenhoft could not find the back of the net on his own. But what his presence up top allowed Phoenix to do is to set up shop higher up the field, where they would have an opportunity after Studenhoft would break in behind to go and fight for a second ball or to go and counter press. Now without that same vertical threat running in behind, Phoenix have not been able to control the game and control territory in the same way.
Quick yellow card out of the pocket to J.P. Skeers for that takedown. Booking on the night. All 3 to Phoenix Rising. Sacco, Biasi, and now Skeers. Sacco trying to get his way through. Chibi Ukebu has been sharp since he came on. Nice job holding firm and keeping the ball away from Isan Sacco since he entered. Damian Rivera tries to feed one forward. I don't even know if Gunnar Studenhoft could have gotten to that ball.
It would have been close. Would have been close. Rivera still trying to feel out this right winger role. It's a new spot for him. Just for any length of time here for Phoenix. Isn't able to go and attack 1v1 in quite the same way as he can when he's playing as an inverted winger on that left side, where he likes to dance inside onto his right foot. Still an interesting look for Pamadou Cause. You think about building out this Phoenix Rising team. Avievu's so good on the left side tonight to start. Do you want to take him out of the 11 as Damian Rivera gets healthy enough to play a full 90 and go from the jump? Or is there an opportunity to move one of them over to this right side? I mean, not their preferred position, but is that the way to maximize talent?
Sacco chests it down. Sacco back heel. What a find. Vitiello. Oh my goodness. How in the world did Danny Vitiello just make that save?
Danny Vitiello, cool as you like. Pulling out one of the saves of the season, no doubt about it. How clever is that back heel there from Isan Sacco? Vitiello hangs in the air longer than it feels like anybody should. Just a fingertip save with the left hand. And once again, it's Danny Vitiello keeping Sacramento within a couple of goals.
6 saves tonight from Vitiello. And it's a Carvana corner kick as Sacco will raise the right hand. He'll go short towards the near post, and it won't matter. A night that I know you can ask Vitiello, and he'll be more frustrated than anything, letting in those 2 penalties.
He's been massive.
But an incredible performance from him. There's a little slip right at the edge of the 18. The pressure still being applied by Phoenix as they won a 3rd goal.
Well, and you could see Killian on that Vitiello save. It's Damian Rivera who takes the shot, and he's watching that unfold from the ground. That's how long the ball hangs in the air. Rivera waiting to see the outcome. Ends up throwing his head down on the turf in frustration. Vitiello, absolute brick wall and open play for Sacramento tonight.
Rodriguez has that ball intercepted by Dennis. Now Smith. Nicely done as Smith draws the contact in a free kick.
We haven't called his name a whole lot tonight, Killian, but Colin Smith has been unbelievable for Phoenix. Dealing with Malongo 1v1 defensively, pushing forward, getting involved in the attack. He's got that ball on the offside Gunnar Studenhoft goal early on in this game. He's been influential on both sides of the ball. One of his best games in a Phoenix Rising shirt.
Colin Smith and Dominic Vonner getting a talking to after the 2 came together following that foul. So set piece will be Charlie Dennis to take it with that left foot. So we approach the final 5 minutes of the 90. Dennis waiting, raises the right hand. Englishman sent in low, right to the head of Rodriguez. Morsu gonna try and find it right back for Dennis, and too long. Nothing there to make of it. And soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Get your ticket to great seats. Another relatively large soccer event coming soon.
Oh, yeah?
I've heard it's a big one. The World Cup, I don't know if that means anything to you, Joe.
Maybe a little excited, just a little.
Well, you have 3 countries you can potentially get tickets at.
I got 40 pages of notes, Killen, sitting on my laptop right now. Let's bring it.
Joe Lowry, the soccer goblin.
Working on the business cards. They're coming. Be patient.
Vukovic. Allen headed down by Dennis. Sacco tries to come across and get to it. Malongo, lovely touch, tries to head it down to himself. Foot race as Vukovic right there with him, stride for stride. Malongo still able to get around him and finally taken to ground. And it's going to be a booking for Vukovic.
Yeah, Vukovic knows exactly what he's doing there. Stopping that attack from Malongo before it gets any more dangerous. I mean, how filthy was that for Malongo to work his way around Luke Biasi? Not an easy thing to do. Biasi, one of the steadiest defenders the USL has to offer. Malongo, though, turning on the Jets, and now Sacramento have a huge chance off this dead ball. Top 5 so far per game in terms of goals and expected goals on attacking set pieces in 2026.
So Gurr, one of the 2 men over there. Gurr will take it. Show for Rodriguez. It tried to curl one towards the top corner. Unable to bend it on goal. That's kind of been the night for Sacramento Republic. They've had some chances, they've had opportunities, but just haven't been able to convert and really create a lot of dangerous opportunities to make Rakowski make some plays.
Yeah, there certainly have been looks for Sacramento, but it's unquestionable really that this game has been tilted in Phoenix's favor. Sure, there are worlds in which this game is even right now at 1-1, 2-2, maybe even more than that. But the sheer volume of looks that Phoenix has had and the lack of rhythm from Sacramento in their possession is a real credit to how Phoenix have defended today.
Iago, ball set down, chipped around. Iago again, he'll hesitate. And that one poked away. It will be a corner. A rare misplay from Popmar Boy. Numbers hustling forward for Sacramento Republic. You got to get 1. Rodriguez goes for goal. It's deep as Casas going to chase it down with Flores right at his back. This one crossed in, looking for Malongo. Not there, will be a goal kick. Kowski will walk out slowly. Arizonans remind you that you have options on how to manage your bill. You can find rate plan information and programs like budget billing and much more at aps.com/let's talk. Kowski puts his left foot through it as Dennis tied up with Timmer. Benitez for Rodriguez. Now over for Wolf. Wolf working forward. Gurr with some space. Gurr low cross, and Flores does a nice job to get in front of it and deflect it away. Another Carvana corner kick for the visitors.
Yeah, If there's going to be one for Sacramento, if there's going to be an opportunity for them to work back into this game, might just be on a set piece. Phoenix not controlling the match in the same way as they did when they had Gomez and Rivera in midfield. It's changed the calculation and made life a little bit easier for Sacramento.
This one's sent in. Skierce gets his head to it. Rodriguez sends it back in. Ukebu was there. I think everybody was a little surprised the ball came in as quickly as it did. As it stands, final few minutes. Phoenix Rising, they'll split the season series with Sacramento Republic. They'll pick up 3 more points, move to 16 in the Western Conference. As they're going to call the physio out to come and take a look at Jared Timmer. Back to his feet trying to make the argument. As it stands, Phoenix would sit in 3rd place in the Western Conference. As a substitution coming for Phoenix Rising, it'll be Jamison Ping. The youngster coming in, and he is going to come in for the man who holds the difference tonight. 2 goals from the spot, and a round of applause for Isan Sako. And a well-deserved one.
Very much so. Very much so. Isan Sako so dangerous tonight, proving he can be a real value add for this Rising team, whether he's playing through the middle or off the right. Giving Pamanu some real difficult questions to answer when it comes to his best personnel in that front line. It's exactly the problem that you want to have if you're a part of this Phoenix Rising group.
Foul on Jamison Ping right in. It's a 2-0 advantage. Mentioned Phoenix Rising, 16 points. They move up to 3rd in the Western Conference. As it stands at the moment, 5 minutes. And stoppage time added on. Sacramento Republic fall to 3 wins, 3 losses, and 4 draws, sitting on 13 points, 9th in the West. As Rivera came in late, and that'll be right to the pocket. A yellow card for Damian Rivera. Sacramento Republic, their next match will be against, they'll return home to take on Red Hot Monterey Bay. Ball headed down towards the center. Cleared away immediately. Rising got a big one coming up on June 10th. We'll have it here for you. Host Louisville City. A Lou City team that's kind of been up and down the last few weeks, Joe.
Yep.
Certainly has the talent all over the pitch and on the roster. Haven't been able to put together the results that they expect in the last few.
Yeah, it's been far too open for Lou City when they've lost the ball. John Morrissey wrote for Backfield this past weekend that their fast break expected goals allowed, their expected goals allowed in those quick transition moments has doubled per shot from last year to this year. Some things that Simon Bird and co need to get turned around, especially ahead of this game out against Phoenix on the 10th. A Rising team that have shown tonight just how dangerous they can be when you give them space to run into, to attack in quick transition, whether that's artificially created from build-up where you're drawing Sacramento tonight or Lou City on the 10th forward and then playing in behind, or whether it is after those quick transitions. Phoenix can be so dangerous in those moments.
Barring something wild happening over the next 2.5 or so minutes, Rising will remain unbeaten here at 38th in Washington in 2026. That's all competitions. The 2nd win in league play, 2-0-3. including USL Cup matches. Well, as the Open Cup, and his flag goes up on the far side for an offside. Kukowski, a few deep breaths as he continues to watch. Clock tick down. Ferreira tries to head it down. Dennis get his foot to it. Ball being knocked around. All played long, trying to find Vonner. As Colin Smith is the one who ultimately wins it. Smith taking the ground, it'll be a foul.
Well, that's the engine of Colin Smith. He's been so impressive tonight, going both ways. Hard shift put in by the young right back for Phoenix Rising, who's been so bright tonight. Phoenix as a whole, Killian, their performance has been full of energy, where you've had Colin Smith putting in those hard yards. You've had JP Skiers doing it in multiple positions. Jean-Eric Morceau playing the full match. The list goes on and on for Phoenix.
Rising trying to figure out where to take this free kick at. One headed away over Phoenix bench. I saw the head referee pointing, saying there's going to be another minute added. We'll see how much longer he lets it go. Looks like he motioned one more minute. Telling Colin Smith to toss it in. Dennis. Cleared away Morceau. Send it back for Vukovic. Rising about 30 seconds away from wrapping it up. Don't even need it. That'll do it tonight in Phoenix. It's a 2-0 victory for the hosts as they get a little revenge on their Western Conference foes in Sacramento Republic. It was 2-0 in Sacramento in favor of the hosts then. It's 2-0 in favor of the hosts here tonight as well. Very positive performance from Pamadouka's side, thanks to the brace by the right foot of Isan Sako. And another 3 points for Rising.
Yeah, I don't think it's an overstatement, Killian, to call this the best attacking performance of the Pamadouka era. And you couple that with this team's ability to see out the match, not something we've seen a whole lot from Phoenix Rising over the last year and change now. Really, really impressive outing from the home side.
Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap things up on the Metro by T-Mobile post-match report. Phoenix Rising 2-0 over Sacramento Republic. Stay with us.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans. Now, with no payments for 90 days.
Her team might be losing, but she's feeling like a winner. In fact, she's feeling so good, people are asking,
what's her deal?
What's her deal? She went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each. And 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones. Get that more for your money feeling. Only at Metro.
Billy, I need help with the clicker.
Yeah, wait, 1 second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car.
Billy, you still there?
Okay,
You need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features. No accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. Do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
Two 2-0. Phoenix Rising take down Sacramento Republic FC. Watching the Metro by T-Mobile post-match report. Killian McClatchy, Joe Lowry. Not a bad first game to go to, if I don't say so. A fun one. Got some goals, plenty of action.
And Kettlecorn.
Kettlecorn.
That arm.
Saw one of the best goalkeeping performances you'll see in a long time from Denny Vitiello. Here are your Gila River Resorts and Casinos post-match highlights. There's the first goal. Isan Sako, he got two of them tonight, both from the spot. Here's the second one he earned. Same spot, rinse and repeat. A little Selly afterwards, hitting the dance. You go to the second half, and it was really Phoenix Rising controlled the match really from start to finish. They had chance upon chance upon chance, but Danny Vitiello just kept saying no.
I mean, this is just one of the impressive saves from Vitiello. Gets the right hand out. You'll see the left hand a little bit later on a Damian Rivera shot. Phoenix so effective at racing in behind. That's not to say Sacramento didn't have looks. There is quality in this Sacramento team. You saw Michelle Benitez there getting in over the top. Forster Iago had looks as well in this game. Just didn't quite fall for Sacramento, and they could not compete with the sheer volume of chances that Phoenix managed to create at the other end. More than 3 times the shots Phoenix Rising compared to Sacramento Republic.
And we'll talk about those stats here in a brief moment. You see here, there were chances. Yeah. It's not like this is a game that, far and away Phoenix just absolutely put it away. Sacramento was really 1 or 2 times. This has got to be one of the craziest saves you're going to see this season from anybody in the championship. And Vitiello, just an incredible night from him, but he had to be 23 shots, 10 on target from this Phoenix Rising team.
I mean, this is the best attacking showing we've seen all year long from Phoenix. Isan Sako moved over to the right side. He was so effective with his distribution and his off-ball movement. You would hope Abeyevu having one of his best games of the season for Phoenix Rising. And then Gunnar Studenhoff, everything but the finish, certainly for Phoenix Rising's number 9. But the way he tilted the field and allowed Phoenix to control games in the attacking half. You had really nice performances from the front 3 to the midfield 3 controlling this game. The back 4 doing a really good job defensively man-to-man against Sacramento. A lot of stuff to like from this Phoenix Rising side tonight.
These two Western Conference foes, they split the season series. See if there might be a potential third at some point, as it's all dancing around as you see former Rising man Darius Johnson out celebrating on the pitch with the rest of the club. Well, we're going to wrap things up for tonight. For my partner Joe Lowry, a big thanks to our entire crew here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe, and we will see you on June 10th. Phoenix Rising, Lou City, right here at Phoenix.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.